Hello, fellow education students. If you guys are anything like me, then already you're starting to gather as many resources as you can to better help you tackle that unpredictable world of being a teacher. Today I want to show you one online resource that I have found and am beginning to use to start compiling resources that I'm finding, especially online resources. And this helpful website or helpful web resource is called Evernote. Now, Evernote is very easy to sign up for, and it is actually free, as you can see down here. You can sign up for the basic version, which is free. If you want to get plus or premium versions, they'll cost you, but what those do is those allow you to store more on Evernote. But as a future teacher, I don't think you'll need anything besides basic, so that is what I signed up for. Now, when you create an account with Evernote, all you need to provide is your email address and a password. Now, I have already created an account, so I am just going to sign in. And you sign in with the same email address and with the same password that you provided before. Now, once you sign in, you will see a blank page here with all of these tabs on the left. I want to show you a couple of these tabs, and the first one I want to show you is notebooks. What Evernote does is Evernote takes everything that you give it and it puts it on a note, but it sorts those notes into some things called notebooks. Easy enough. So notebooks help you further organize your notes. Now, because this is a new Evernote account, the only notebook on it is called First Notebook, but I want to add a new notebook with a title more related to what I'm going to put in it. So to create a new notebook, what you do is you click this image up here on the top right called Create a Notebook. And once you want to create a notebook, you have to give it a title. So I'm going to call my notebook Technology in Education. And then you click Create Notebook. I think that's a pretty relevant title. Now, once you've created a notebook, you can start adding notes to it. Adding notes is quite simple. All you have to do is click the plus tab or the plus button on the top left. You can give, once you've clicked that plus button, you can give your note a title. So I'm going to call mine Helpful Resources. And then you click Done. And you can keep adding notes to your notebook. And you can keep giving your new notes new titles. Like I've just added a second one here, Helpful Videos. Now I'm going to show you how we can add some different online resources to your Evernote notebook. Evernote is great for adding PDF files, for adding websites, and even for adding online videos to your notebooks. And I'm going to show you how to add each of these to your Evernote notebook. So let's start with PDFs. So here I have actually I should backtrack. To add all of these things onto Evernote, I'm going to be using an app called Evernote Web Clipper. Now, to find Evernote Web Clipper, all you simply have to do is you open Google and you Google search Evernote Web Clipper. And the very first link should be one from Evernote itself. You click on that and it will take you to a spot where you can install Evernote Web Clipper. Now, I've already installed it, so I have this message here at the top, but if you haven't, there will be a button available to install it. It just makes adding things to Evernote so much easier, as you'll see in a second. So back to this PDF document. This is a PDF document from the International Society for Technology and Education. This is a society that has come up with standards for different people in the classroom on ways to implement technology in the classroom successfully. So I think this is a really helpful thing to include in my technology and education notebook. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to click this Evernote symbol on the top right of my internet screen. You'll get the symbol once you have installed the Evernote Web Clipper app. And one of the options here is PDF. Since this is a PDF file, so I make sure that's selected. Now I make sure that my correct notebook is selected at the bottom of this bar, so I want it to go in my technology and education notebook, so I select that one, and then I click Save. It's clipping, and then once it's clipped, I can go back to my Evernote notebook, I'll click the refresh button, and then a new note in my Evernote should be this PDF. And this here is an attachment or a link to that PDF. And I can click it, and I can open that PDF again. So now that PDF is available in Evernote. Another thing that I can add to an Evernote notebook is a website, a simple website that isn't a PDF. So here I have a website called Technology in the Classroom, Helpful or Harmful, from education.com. Again, I go to the top right of the screen and I click on the Evernote symbol, and now a different set of options comes up, these related to a website. So for a website, I can get to the article itself, which is the main article from the website without the extras. As you can see, this spot up here is grayed out. I can get a simplified article, which is just the text of the article. And I can also get a full page, which is everything on the website. So that includes all of the stuff at the top. It's no longer grayed out. Now for this article, I want to get a simplified version. Now, one interesting thing that I can do in article, simplified article, or full page is I can actually highlight sections of the article before I save it to Evernote. So if I wanted to highlight this first paragraph here, because I believe all of that's important, and I wanted to highlight this example that begins the second paragraph before I save it, I can do that by simply left-clicking and dragging over what I want highlighted, like so. And once I'm happy with everything I have highlighted, so again, left click and drag. And once I'm happy with everything I have highlighted, I just click save, making sure, of course, that's going into the right notebook. And then it clips. And if I go back to Evernote, click the refresh button again, it will be clipped onto my Evernote. It's a new note on Evernote with everything that I highlighted also highlighted here. One other thing that you can do with websites is you can just clip a bookmark or a short bookmark about the website or a screenshot of the website. So here I've got an article from Edutopia called How to Integrate Technology. And I'm really interested in some of these methods of integrating technology listed at the bottom. And that's all I want. So I'm going to click on the Evernote symbol again in the top right, and I'm going to select Screenshot. If I select Bookmark, what will pop up is a short blurb about the website plus a picture. If I select Screenshot, I'll have the whole website open in front of me, plus these crosshairs. What I do is I just go to the section of the website that I want to capture in the screenshot, and I left click and hold, drag a box around everything I want to be in the screenshot, and you just let go of the mouse when you're happy with the screenshot, similar to screenshots with other programs. Now the interesting thing about a screenshot is once you have your screenshot, there's a couple of things you can do with it. For example, you can add text. All of your options are right here on the web clipper box. So one thing you can do is you can add text. To your screenshot. You can also add an arrow to your screenshot. So I'm going to draw an arrow from my comment to this selection of points right here. Once you've added whatever graphics you want onto your screenshot, you simply click save, and it will save that screenshot with all the changes you made to it to Evernote. So we'll go back to Evernote. We'll click refresh, and here we have the screenshot with the text and the arrow. So one last thing I'm going to show you is how to add a YouTube clip to Evernote. YouTube clips are quite easy to add to Evernote. This is a YouTube clip on Sir Ken Robinson talking about schools killing creativity. I believe you might recognize this, first-year students, from a video we watched last week in educational psychology. Now, if you want to save a YouTube clip to your Evernote notebook, you simply click on the Evernote symbol at the top right of the screen again, and this time you'll see a new option called YouTube. You just make sure you select YouTube, and make sure that you're selecting the right notebook again, and you click Save. it will clip to the notebook you have selected. I'll click refresh here again, and the YouTube clip is now also a note in my notebook. And you'll notice here that we have a link at the top that'll take us right back to the YouTube clip in question. So I'll close that. So now you have a basic idea of how notebooks and notes work in Evernote, as well as how to start putting PDF files, screenshots, websites, and YouTube clips on Evernote. So hopefully this has encouraged you to start an Evernote account and begin experimenting.